Welcome to Cheap as.
Hey, thanks for tuning in. This is how to unclog a sink. I'm sure this has happened to everybody. Here's some items you're going to need. Small plunger, some gloves, towel, bucket. Plumber's tape is great. Mask, that stuff's optional if you want, because it gets pretty smelly. So first things first, check the sink. I got a light on underneath. You can see it's pretty bright, but you can see this side of the sink's not draining too well. So the first thing you want to do is get your towel down, get anything out from underneath the sink. Put the bucket underneath, get it all set up, because eventually we're probably going to have to do something else. First what I do is I try the plunger, and that's that mini plunger. It works pretty well actually. You can actually see it got the clog out right away. Now we're actually going to take a step farther too, because I noticed this side of the sink just always doesn't drain that well. So we're going to take out that trap there and get it out. So this is where that bucket comes in handy. So you unscrew it. And I think they had some putty on there, so I had to kind of clean that off. So I get the bag out and I actually put the napkins in there. Use a coat hanger. I forgot to put that in there in the items to need, but I run that through the trap here, and it gets out all this crap that's stuck in there, and you'll be surprised at what comes out. I found straws, all types of stuff in there from the kids. So I run that in there to get this cleared out, and you can see all that stuff. And this stuff stinks. This is where it might be overkill, but it's kind of nice with the mask because it smells not good. And that's kind of how every sink smells, terrible. So actually, after I ran this out and cleaned it out, I took this bag outside and just threw it in the trash right away, not inside the house. It just smells too much. So here I take the plumber's tape, and if you don't have any, go ahead and get some from Home Depot or Amazon if you don't want to go to the store. The links are in the description. It comes in handy with all these types of jobs, all different types of things. Anything that's leaking slightly, this typically fixes it. So on here, I just wrap these up pretty good, just to add an extra seal to it. So yep, I do both sides on here. So after you get that all set up, you gotta make sure you put it in the same way that it came out. And if you don't remember, it's pretty easy. You can kind of tell which way it goes. So you slide it in there. I try not to be like extremely rough, but I do try to be pretty, kind of get it in there pretty tight, because you want a nice seal. You can see right here, you see that lip? That lip you want to tuck underneath the screw, so that provides the actual seal on it. If that is not on there, or if that fell out when you took out that other part, you got to put that back on there. And you can see there I pushed it down a little bit to get a nice seal. Sorry guys, I don't remember the exact name of it, but if you have some, the PVC pipes like this, you'll know what I'm talking about when you take it off. So then I tighten these up just by hand. Not too tight where it breaks, but pretty firm. Now I leave the bucket under there because what you're going to want to do is make sure it doesn't leak, because if it leaks and you got the bucket, not a big deal. And then you can just undo and redo it. So you can see I'm running the water. I typically let that water run for a few minutes, maybe like five minutes or so, or at least 2, I would say. And then check to see if there's any condensation, anything coming out of there. Maybe not condensation, but water dripping out of there is what you want to check for. Now I checked, I let this ran, outside of this video too, even a little bit longer, because I just didn't want to go back and redo this. So mine's nice and dry. I wiped it down. Yours might be full of crap, so you kind of have to, those towels come in handy, napkins. And you can see it's running pretty good. And this is something anybody can do, so you don't need a plumber to come over. At least try this on your own first before calling a plumber if it's that bad. So thanks for watching. Click the like button and subscribe. And like it always, keep it cheap. Try this first.